Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's Nick from NoobKill coming at you with another Madden video today. So guys, excited because in this video I'm going to go ahead and answer a couple questions I see a ton when I go ahead and post a gameplay video, and that is of course, how do I stiff arm, how do I hurdle, and the big one, how do I connect a controller to my mobile device? Because you guys see now when I do my gameplay videos, it's a lot easier for me to go ahead and play with a controller, and I know a lot of you guys know that you can play with a controller but not sure how to hook it all up. Now in today's video I will show you how to hook up a PS4 controller to an iOS device. I know you can hook up an Xbox controller and even hook up a controller to an Android device, but this is what I'm doing today because this is what I use, and it's very simple to do with an Apple device and a PS4 controller. But that being said guys, let's go ahead and jump into how to do the basics of how to hurdle and stuff, and then I'll show you guys how to hook up a controller. So yeah, let's jump into that right now. Alright guys, so now inside of gameplay, you guys will see when I go ahead and hike the ball, a skill move button will pop up. As default, it will just be the skill move button, and all that really does is if you tap it, the CPU will assist you in doing a skill move. Whatever the best for that scenario will be what happens. What type of skill move would pop up when you go ahead and tap the skill button. Now most of the time, you are going to do a spin move, as you guys can see in this example right here. But if for that specific scenario, whatever situation you're in, it might do some different things. So here is spin moves, but for that situation right there, you guys saw that I tapped it and my man went ahead and trucked. So yeah, those are very basic things that it will do. Let's go ahead and turn on the advanced mode inside of settings. So if we're on the home page, how to do that, you will go to the three lines, the sandwich at the top left hand corner, tap that, a pull-out menu will come out and you will click settings in the bottom right there, and then here will be settings. You want to go ahead and go under customization and preferences, click that edit button right there, and here it will bring up another tab, and you guys want to go down to where it says advanced action button. On default, like I said, it is off. You want to go ahead and toggle that button on. Once you guys toggle that button on, you guys will go ahead and have the advanced skill move with the swiping action. So let's go ahead and showcase that off right now. So now that we have the advanced skill button turned on, you guys will see when I snap the ball, you will see that the skill move has those arrows around it, and whatever which way you swipe, left, right, up, down, you will have your own action. So this is what gives you the ability to control what ability you want to go ahead and trigger. So yeah, I'm running back here so we can show off some of the skill moves. So obviously on swiping to the left or right, sometimes you will spin, sometimes you'll do like a juke move, and sometimes when you swipe down, you'll do a little stop, or you will hurdle like I just did there, where we just did a little, look like a yeehaw type of jump. But yeah, that is what it's all about. So yeah, with the new advanced button turned on, you have the choice to either you want to truck, you want to do a spin move, you want to do a juke move. So I recommend to turn that on just because you have the ability to do whatever you please. But if you want to just leave it for the CPU to choose for whatever you want, you can definitely still do that. There's nothing wrong with keeping the regular CPU button on. But here we go. You guys see me swipe down and my man does hurdle. So yeah, that's how you guys turn on. Let's go ahead and hook up a controller. All right. Alright guys, so we went ahead and just showed you how to set up that advanced analog stick to go ahead and truck, do your hurdles or spin move whenever you want to go ahead and do it. I'm not 100% sure why they put it at advanced. It's pretty straightforward that area would probably be for a second analog stick, but hey man, if you have been running with the default with just the button, that's not a bad option as well, because the CPU does pick like the best option for that situation. So when you go ahead and click that or press and hold that button, if you spin out of that, if you animation turns into a spin, the spin move will probably be the best animation for that specific given I guess scenario. But sometimes you just want to style on them. If you want to maybe it could be a trucking, best for trucking, but you want to go and spin, and if you hit that spin, it's a lot more fancier and it looks pretty sick. So you do have that freedom if you want to turn on that advanced stick. But of course, we're going on to the main attraction now, how to set up a controller to your device. Now for today's video, I'm showing you how to set up a PS4 controller to an Apple device. Like I said, you can hook up an Xbox controller to an Apple device, an Android device as well. The only exception with a Xbox controller, so for this Xbox controller I have in my hand right here, you see how it's kind of glossy here? This is like, I believe, the original controller that came with an Xbox One. These ones actually don't work. If you have this type of Xbox controller, unfortunately it does not work. This is the only Xbox controller I have, so that's why I'm not demonstrating with an Xbox controller. The newer ones, it is a matte finish here. I think you can't get these ones anymore. I'm not even 100% sure. But those newer ones, I'll put a picture right here. It does have like a matte finish on the top here. So yeah, that is what it is. With a PS4 controller, doesn't matter if you got your PS4 controller from the original PS4 or of course your PS4 Pro. It's the DualShock controllers, all of them do work. You just have to have an MFI type of controller. You can also hook up a SteelSeries, I believe it's a Nimbus controller as well. And then for the devices, you can hook it up with an Android device as well. But in today's video, it's super simple. Apple made it very easy with all you have to have is iOS 13 or newer on your device. And then the last thing to go ahead and mention before we jump on into how to set it up and what are all the buttons do for you, I do want to mention that of course the controller is only for gameplay. If you're in the regular menu, if you're in a hub or want to go ahead and open up packs, you're gonna still have to do that with your fingertips. You will not have any, I guess, scroller for iOS on the screen. So if I move my joystick or the D-pad on the main menu, nothing's gonna happen. So this is strictly just for gameplay, so just keep in mind for that. But yeah, that being said, let's go ahead and hook it up and I'll show you guys all the buttons that I know for offense that you need to do for hurdling, trucking and all that stuff. So yeah, let's jump into that right now. All right, so you're gonna go into settings on your Apple device and go ahead and get your PS4 controller. And what you got to do for the first time pairing, you got to click the PS4 button and the share button at the same time. Press and hold that, and the white light on the back is going to flash a couple times. And once it starts flashing on your iOS device, you'll see DualShock 4 wireless controller pop up. You're going to want to tap that, and then once it is connected, the light will turn pink and you're good to go. So here are the corresponding buttons for each PS4 and Xbox controllers. PS4 is on the left, Xbox is on the right. But since this is a PS4 controller hookup, and that's what I'm using, I'm going to refer to the buttons as the Xbox. But just to know the same, if you are using an Xbox controller and I say X, it's basically A, circle is B, square is X, and then triangle is Y. So those are just the corresponding buttons. At default, it is on Xbox. I will show you guys later on in the video also, if you are using PS4 controller, to get your icons to pop up with, of course, the PS4 button layout. So like I said, by default, you will have the Xbox layout for the buttons. So A, B, Y, and X. What's a good thing about controllers is you won't be able to what we call fat finger or pass anymore. Is you have dedicated buttons to click to go ahead and pass the ball. Now, how to turn it to a PS4. If you are in season mode, go ahead and click the pause. Go ahead where it says preferences, click edit. And then when you're in this menu right here, go ahead and scroll down to go to visuals. And the first one, pass icon style. Default is Xbox. If you switch it over to alternate, you will have PS4 buttons. So let's go ahead and pick a play and let's go ahead and show you guys the buttons right here. So if I go ahead and expand out on the play, you guys see we have triangle, square, X, and circle. So yeah, if you want a PS4 controller icon buttons, all you have to do is go into setting, under visual, turn it on to alternate. But let's go ahead and talk about the buttons and what skill moves does happen when you click whatever button you click. All right, now with the button layout all fixed out, let's go and talk about each and every button and what skill move and what action will happen when you go ahead and tap it. So starting all off, let's talk about the spin move. You will just go ahead and click circle and you will execute a spin move. Next up is X. Tap X and you will deliver those mean stiff arms right there. So you guys see a nice stiff arm right there. Now for square, this one's a little different. It's not really a skill move, but that one is going to go ahead and give yourself up or dive for the pylon. So if you click square, you will dive for the pylon. But now the one everybody's talking about, the one everybody cares about, is triangle, and that is how you hurdle a guy. So if you go ahead and tap triangle, you will hurdle someone. But triangle also does have another button or action. So if you are passing the ball, you know how you have the tap to get a boost for your player, for the receiver. So if I go ahead and hike the ball, when I go ahead and pass it to my receiver and that little circle comes out, if I tap triangle, that's how I activate the boost. So you guys see 25%, tap triangle, and that is as simple as it gets. All right. But before we end off this video, I will show you guys how to turn on the PS4 icons one more time. So if you guys go into settings, this is the other way, go down to preferences again, scroll down, and you will see the exact same thing, the visuals, alternate or default. If you turn it to alternate, that is PS4. Flipped is going to be Xbox controllers again, but flipped, for our situation, we're going to use alternate. So yeah, that's all you got to do to turn on the PS4 controller icons. But yeah, guys, that is going to bring us to the end of the video. I know I had a lot of questions asking how to hook up a controller or how to hurdle, how to do a stiff arm and all those things. It's a lot easier, like I said, with the controller because it's basically just one button press. X is for stiff arm, hurdling is triangle. You know what I'm saying? So that's really easy, but hopefully it did help you. Tell me in the comment section if this helped you, give you guys some info of how to hook up a controller. But the main takeaway is a lot of people asked about hurdling, and you could do a hurdle with, of course, not a controller and just turn on the advanced button. So make sure you guys turn on your advanced stick so you guys can do those special skill moves. But if this did help you and give you guys some new info and you learned something, please hit that like button. Really want to say thank you guys so much for watching. Always stay hype, and I'll catch you guys soon. Peace.
What's up?